There are some people in the prisons who have been granted bail, actually. They have been granted bail, but they are still there because they can't meet the bail conditions. And not that the bail conditions are too high. Sometimes they are too high. But in most cases, they are not. In so many cases, they are not. And so you find somebody in prison, somebody on remand, who has been on remand for 5 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, and those of us outside will say, hey, if this man had even pleaded guilty and he had been convicted, he would have spent only 3 years. But because he pleaded not guilty, he's on remand, and his case is not being tried, and he has spent 5 years. But that is not the fault of the judge. If you appear before the judge and you say you are not guilty, you are not guilty. The judge says you are released on bail. But there are some people, unless you say they should sign their own bail bond, they can't get anybody to come and bail them. Unless you release them on their own self-recognizance, they will not get anybody to come and bail them. I mean, there are some of them, and as a judge, we have conditions to grant bail. The main condition a judge looks at is, this man I'm releasing on bail, is he likely to come and stand trial? The person who is making efforts to run away because he has gone to see some foreign embassies to seek asylum, he's trying to run away already. The man has been granted bail once and he didn't appear. And so if a judge decides that, no, a person like that, I'm not going to grant to bail, it doesn't matter the offense that the person has committed. The judge may not grant bail, but even if the judge wants to grant bail, he will not give you bail on self-recognizance. So persons like that, they will not get people to stand surety for them, and they will be there. So while admitting that there are some people who shouldn't be there, there are also some people who are there because they have to be there. And honorable, we are always talking about a bunch of plantains, a crate of eggs. My mother is a Catholic, was a Catholic. I always tell this story. My mother was a Catholic. And you know, these old ladies, how when they said, in my time, the Catholic priest was a white person. So at the end of the year, my mother wants to go and then harvest a particular plantain that he has nurtured over the year. My mother was going to the farm every morning with a bent back. This young man was sitting under the shady tree. In our place, we call it in Kwankwanuase, playing drafts. Every day, my mother passed by him to go to the farm. Now, 1 year on, it is time for harvest. My mother wants to go and harvest the plantain to come and give to the reverend minister, the white priest, who speaks Latin. And then this young man has gone there. And you know, when they go there, they don't cut the plantain. They move it from the top. So my mother will walk all the way to the place before realizing that the plantain has been harvested. We sit in Accra here. When a magistrate at Gosu decides to send the boy to prison for 3 years, we sit in Accra here and say, the man stole only a bunch of plantains. Do you know what it means what the bunch of plantain means to my mother? It's like stealing your car. You see? So, I mean, there are so many reasons. The magistrates and the judge, they are trained. They have this, the sentencing guidelines. They have them. But sometimes they have to go beyond it. In my youthful days, I gave somebody 70 years. Atayi, I gave him 70 years. And what I told myself was that if Atayi was given 30 years and he comes back, my family will be the first family he will attack. So by the time he comes back after 70 years, I'll be dead and gone. So you see, then we are thinking about community service. Yes, there are some people who, if you give 3 years, 4 years, touch wood, if I am convicted and sentenced to 4 years in prison at Nsawam, I may not eat prison food for even a day. I will have some people bring food to me. So if you want to make me feel the prison punishment, prison sentence, then maybe you should order me to go and do community service. Maybe around the place where I stole, or around the courts, that they'll see me. Because punishments are not only for the person, the victim, or the person being punished, but to deter other people. So community sentences should be introduced. But that one is in your bosom. It's a law. That one will have to be taken up by you. Another way of decongesting the prisons is through the parole system. People should be able to go out on parole for exhibiting good conduct or whatever. So if the parole system is introduced, I'm certain we can reduce the numbers in the prisons considerably. But, parole system, you cannot do that without tackling the social welfare angle of the parole system. You have to beef up, because I know in some jurisdictions, when a parolee or a person who has been granted paroles may not even be able to go beyond a certain distance because he has a tag that gives AI alarm to somebody. We don't even have these things here. So, Honorable, we are at it. We will play our part by reducing our pension for imprisoning people. We will curb that pension of giving long sentences. I'll talk to my people, because any long sentence person you send to my wife, I get a knock. You allow these people to come here, and they are disturbing me. So, Honorable, that is what we are going to do. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Honorable Ladi, do you have a supplementary question, or you want to ask your last question?
Thank you, Chairman. I want to ask my last question.
Your last question.
Mr. Nominee, during your presentation, you mentioned places where we can find courts of appeal. Unfortunately, I sat really feeling very bad, because I would say I come from the northern sector. And I have continuously heard my people crying when they have any case that needs to go to the appeal court. They would have to travel as far as to either Kumasi or Accra. I have listened to you carefully and heard you talk about infrastructure and the way monies have to be spent, which is quite a difficult one. Will you consider putting up at least one with all the amenities that are needed to take care of the 5 regions of the north, to ease problems of our people having to travel these distances?
Yes.
Honorable Chair, Honorable Chair, oh, it is possible, it is feasible. We have done it before. We have done it before. You see, I know how sentimental people feel about such things. When I started acting, I got a letter from a community, and they said they wanted, it was written so beautifully, they wanted a district court. So I gave it to the court's services manager to advise me. And you know what? He came up with the fact that the community they are talking about, they are 500 people. 500 people. And then he mentioned the various courts that are close by. And we found that almost all those courts have cases no more than 10 a day. Sometimes the whole week. It is not, when we tried the Court of Appeal in Tamale, we realized that all the cases could be heard within a matter of 2 months. All the cases. So it is just not feasible having 5 judges stationed at Tamale to take care of the North. This is not just because the number of cases that come from the various regions put together is not up to much. So, to prevent this situation where lawyers and parties will be coming to Kumasi or Accra, that is why we are introducing the virtual, so that they will be meeting in Tamale. The lawyers don't need to, with virtual hearing, the lawyers don't need to move at all. They have to be in Tamale. So, as I said, if you have a case which is being handled by a lawyer from Kumasi, for now, the lawyer will have to travel to Tamale to go and be in the Tamale courtroom where the virtual takes place. But as I said, we are working at it. In a matter of time, we have find ourselves in a situation where some of the parties and the lawyers can be in Tamale courtroom, whilst some other lawyers will be in Kumasi, and they'll be hearing cases. This is done. When international arbitration takes place, people hardly travel from here to London for international arbitration. They do virtual hearing. So that is what, if it becomes necessary for us to station judges permanently in Tamale like we have done in Kumasi, we will do that. But Honorable, you have to help us get accommodation for them.
Thank you, Honorable Adi. You have exhausted your 3 questions. On this note, honorable members, our revered guests, it is in the interest of all of us to take 20 minutes health break. Well, Hajia, you have the floor for 1 second.
Thank you very much, Chairman. So, my brother, I wish you all the best. When my colleagues were leaving, you would have heard them. It's normal of me to say, I wish you all the best. May the Almighty Allah guide and protect you.
Thank you.
So that you will be able to do your work as expected.
Thank you.
And to the best of your knowledge and to the development and progress of Ghana.
Thank you very much, Honorable.
Have a blessed job ahead of you. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. We shall